This week, we're still going with the Halloween theme, but how many of you guys like trick-or-treating? Or have liked trick-or-treating in the past? Yeah? Trick-or-treat? Shoot, yeah. Okay. So a lot of us like trick-or-treating. Pay attention. Pay attention. The candy is still up here. Pay attention. Okay? So I remember when I was a kid, my mom would be like, I will give you this big bag of candy and I will take you to Pizza Hut if we don't go trick-or-treating. And I'm just like, no. Trick-or-treat. Take me trick-or-treat, Mom. I want to go trick-or-treating. Yeah. One time I remember trick-or-treating and there was snow on the ground. I was walking through snow on Halloween trick-or-treating. I was not the only person out there, okay? Okay, freezing to death, right? But also about trick-or-treating, I don't know if you guys are trick-or-treating pros or not, or if you guys have that, you guys have like a special place? Like we go to this neighborhood or we go to this place. Do you guys have maybe even a special house? Like, okay, yeah, you guys are, okay, we had this one because we went trick-or-treating in Mountain Grove, okay? Okay, there was one house in particular. Was it what? It was a rich house, yes. That's what I'm talking about. King-size candy bars, the whole thing. You come up there, you get a king-size candy bar. Cans of soda? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so in Mountain Grove, Dr. Ball, he would hand out full-size candy bars. So that was you got a full-size candy bar. I mean, it was like mind-blowing because everywhere else you only get 3 pieces. You get the hand out, just get 3, and you're like, okay, thank you. And then you go to Dr. Ball's house, it's like full-size candy bar. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Right? Now you're thinking. Okay. So we've all have this kind of this special place or this person that we know of that's handing out sodas or handing out full-size candy bars or whatever it may be. When we're trick-or-treating, we kind of have that special place, right? We kind of have like this special spot that we go. Well, this evening we're talking about giving. And the Bible kind of says that we are a city on a hill, right? That our light shines. He wants us as Christians for our light to shine. For those people that's like, I tell you, if someone's looking for mercy or grace or love, I want to be that house, you know what I'm saying? I want to be handing out full-size candy bars of mercy, grace, and love, you know what I'm saying? I want the full soda. Give me the Mountain Dew jam-packed, okay? Maybe not with caffeine. Maybe I should have had that before I started to get my words out correctly. The 12-pack of Mountain Dew. I want to be handing that out. So when people know, like they're coming to this special place, when they're going out, and they're like, man, I just really, on this day, I just really need to go to this place. And if I'm going and if I'm seeking somewhere, you know what? I'm going to that guy Wade. I remember sometimes like he didn't judge or something. I'm just going to go see, kind of what he's given out. The scripture says in Matthew 5:14-16, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Now, as we move on to Luke, I'm going to hit this one right after it. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. With the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Many of us think we hear the second part of that verse, and it's like almost like the money part. You almost think like that's always like put towards the money thing. Like if I give, like I'm going to get a great, return on my money that I gave out, and boy, I'm just going to get, just super blessed with more money or whatever. But the Bible and the Scripture says it's more talking about like right before that, like don't judge, don't condemn, and it says forgive. Now we're kind of talking about giving in a little bit of a different way. In a way that's way more important than money. Is giving money important? Yeah, if you see someone in need, absolutely, you should give. Should you tithe to the church? Absolutely. Give God what He's given to you. Just to give back to God. God, I thank you so much for everything that you've given me. Should we give in that way? Absolutely. Does God bless in that way? Absolutely. But there's something even more important with judging, with condemning, with forgiving. The funny thing is, now that we see that in the way of those terms, it says, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and be poured into your lap. And this last part, with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to be judged. I don't like to be condemned. And I love to be forgiven. The Scripture says, with the measure that you use, that's the way it will be given to you. I want to be using the measuring cup of Dr. Ball. You know what I'm saying? I want to be giving out full-size candy bars, okay? And then if someone's going to measure me, maybe they'll bring out the full-size candy bars too. They're not just going to give me the snack size thing like I brought, Some of y'all are like, I haven't got one of those snack size things yet. I'm still looking. Still want a tiny one. But this is the kind of mercy and grace. What we are giving the love that was given to us. We are giving mercy and we are giving grace. And remember this part. The one who gives the most loves the most. The one who gives the most loves the most. And you may be like, wait, excuse me a second. You just said, like, they had full-size candy bars, but you just said that came from a rich person's house. I'm just saying, like, he gave the most because he had the most wealth, Wade, okay? It's not because he loved the most. You know what I'm saying? This guy had a lot going on, okay? He had a big house. You walk up to it, looks like, a scary haunted house kind of thing because it's so big. It just goes right into the effect. And then he's giving out full-size candy bars. If he's trying to lure me in, he's doing a great job, okay? I'm just saying. But back to the point, rolling back around. You guys are probably thinking, this guy isn't the one who loves the most. This is the guy that has the most wealth. In Luke 21, 1-4, it says, as Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Pay attention, guys. Don't kick. So, I'll start over. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Truly, I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, but put in all that she had to live on. Sometimes we think of giving, we're like, God, I don't have anything to give, God. I don't have anything to give you. What I have is not much. I mean, it's practically nothing to everybody else. So, God, what I'm given, I mean, it doesn't even amount to what Dr. Ball's given. I mean, I shouldn't even be giving out these mints. You know what I'm saying? But God, I mean, I shouldn't even be giving these out because, I mean, someone else could be giving out so much more. And sometimes we feel that way. Sometimes we don't feel like we have anything to give. But the beautiful thing is that God doesn't judge by our wealth, how much money we have, how popular you are. God doesn't judge by that. He sees your heart. He sees in what intent that you're giving. Not so everybody can see your great wealth and see that you have full-size candy bars, if that's why you're doing it. But God sees that, hey, that person wanted to give those mints, and they didn't eat dinner that night because they gave those mints. That person gave more than the person giving out full-size candy bars and the person giving out sodas. That person loved you more because they would give up their supper just so you could have a mint. And that's how Jesus is describing it with this widow. She gave up everything she had to live on to give it to God, to trust God. Just giving that. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter to her that the rich were just laying in pots of money. You know, that they were just putting it in there and they looking good. It didn't matter because it was her relationship with God. She wasn't there to please others. She wasn't there to please the people around her, the other Pharisees. She was there to please God. And God's seen that. And God sees in every way that you give. It is so amazing how God works. I feel like when we feel like we don't have enough, when we feel like we don't have what it takes to give because we're just not filled up. We're just, maybe, God, I'm not feeling your grace today. God, I'm not feeling your mercy today. God, maybe I even kind of feel condemned today. How am I supposed to just pour that onto others? How am I supposed to take this and pour it out? God, when I don't even feel like I have anything to give. And sometimes it's God presses it on your heart. You see someone in need, and you don't know if you can even help them because you're so low on money. You don't know if you have the gas to go out there and help them with what they need and be able to make it back home. You don't know if you can take it mentally. But in those moments, you are giving more than anyone else. You are giving exactly what God asks and making you into the person God intends you to be. You aren't relying on yourself anymore. It's not that you are giving out of your own wealth because I have enough to do it. I, Wade Woods, can give this because I have wealth. God, I give it away, God, and now I'm relying on your mercy and your grace, God, because I don't have what it takes. God, I can't do it. God, I don't have the money to go out there and help this person, but I'm going to do it anyway. I pray that there's enough gas in my vehicle to make it back home. God, I pray that you provide in any sort of way of giving. God looks at that, and the smallest amounts make the biggest impact. So when you're find it pressed upon your heart to help someone, don't feel like that you have enough, I challenge you to take that step. I've been in moments where it's like, God, I'm going to give to this person. God, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about my next meal. I'm not sure where that's going to come from. I don't get my paycheck for a couple days. So, God, it's in your hands. God always provides. And the beautiful thing is, we are putting others before us. As it says in Philippians 2:3-4, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of the others. Not looking to yourself. When we give and we don't have anything left for ourselves, we're looking to them more than we are to us. We're loving them. One who gives the most, loves the most. And the most is what it costs you. Giving forgiveness, giving mercy, giving grace. Be the one that gives the most. Because when I look to God, when I look at everything that I've done wrong, I'm the one that knows that I need that the most. I'm the one that knows, God, I need forgiveness the most. God, I need your mercy. God, I need your grace the most. So when someone has done something against me that seems so bad in the moment, maybe I get angry, maybe I get aggravated, God reminds me that he's covered a bigger debt than I think they owe to me. Because God has covered my sins. He's forgiven them. He asks us to do the same.